As the 14-day total lockdown in Kohima is set to end, the Kohima District Task Force for COVID-19 on August 7th decided not to extend the lockdown any further. At a meeting held yesterday, the District Task Force discussed the situation and decided to lift the total lockdown measures with immediate effect from today. It may be mentioned that the lockdown was imposed in Kohima Municipal Council areas from July 25th. In an order, Kohima Deputy Commissioner and District Task Force Chairman Gregory Thejawele stated that the June 18th order specifying market opening days and timings would continue to remain in force under Kohima municipal areas and jurisdiction. As per the June 18 order, commercial establishments would be allowed to remain open on all weekdays, Monday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Deputy Commissioner of Kohima further stated that the odd-even system for movement of vehicles as per the July 15 order would remain in force till August 31st. Meghalaya politician, former minister and ex-chief executive member of Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council H.S. Shilla died on Friday morning at a private hospital in Shillong following a cardiac arrest. He had been undergoing treatment at the hospital for the last 41 days. Shilla won the assembly elections in 1988 and 1993 and represented Nongkrem Assembly constituency. He was also elected thrice as MDC from 1984 to 1989, 2004 to 2009, and 2016 to 2019. He served as the chief executive member of Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council twice. Shilla had also served as Deputy Speaker of the Meghalaya Assembly, a cabinet minister, the chairman of the Meghalaya State Law Commission, the co-chairman of Meghalaya State Planning Board, among others. He had drafted a controversial legislation to deny tribal rights to those who were born out of mixed marriages. This had triggered angry responses from some sections of the community. In Manipur, the State Directorate of Handloom and Textile celebrated the 6th National Handloom Day at the Conference Hall in Manipur Secretariat with State Textiles, Commerce and Industries Minister Thongjam Biswajit Singh as the chief guest. As part of the celebration, state awards for handloom and handicrafts were also distributed. A coffee table book on Manipur handloom and handicrafts and a guidebook for exports of textile materials were also released. Addressing the celebration, Singh said the main objective of the celebration is to create awareness on handloom, its importance, usage, and the employment generation. The minister also said the Directorate of Handloom and Textiles has already introduced a buyback scheme for weavers through which weavers can contact the Directorate through a toll-free number and receive yarn at cheaper rates. Reliance Jio has reportedly turned down the Board of Control for Cricket in India's offer for title sponsor of the next edition of IPL T20 tournament. The development came after mobile company giant and Indian Premier League title sponsor Vivo pulled out of the deal for this edition of the T20 tournament. It is believed that Vivo's decision came in the wake of the negative publicity it received after the Galwan Valley clash. The Mumbai Indian representative turned down the offer, saying that they are not exploring any association like that, according to reports. It has also been learned that the BCCI has sent SOS to various corporate houses like Paytm and Byju's, but none of them is showing any interest. Meanwhile, the IPL Governing Council has made an announcement that the tournament will take place in the UAE and it will start from September 19th and the final will be played on November 10th. With positive cases rising all across the nation, the COVID-19 status of northeastern states are: Arunachal's tally stands at 2,049 positive, 720 active, 1,326 recovered, and 3 deaths. Assam's tally stands at 55,497 positive, 16,552 active, 38,810 recovered, and 132 deaths. Meghalaya's tally stands at 1,023 positive, 594 active, 423 recovered, and 6 deaths. Manipur's tally stands at 3,466 positive, 1,530 active, 1,926 recovered, and 10 deaths. Mizoram's tally stands at 567 positive, 277 active, 289 recovered. Nagaland's tally stands at 2,688 positive, 1,855 active, 824 recovered, and 7 deaths. Tripura's tally stands at 6,014 positive, 1,875 active, 4,084 recovered, and 37 deaths. Sikkim's tally stands at 854 positive, 447 active, 406 recovered, and 1 death. Total number of COVID-19 cases in the Northeast stands at 72,158 positive, 23,850 active, 48,088 who have recovered, and 196 deaths as of August 8, 2020. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for all the latest news that matters and stories that inspire.